This is Radio TV Phono Nut, and naturally the battery's about to go dead. Let's see if I can do this quickly. But anyway, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and all that. No, I haven't released any videos in a long time, and several people have expressed their concerns about me. Well, I'll tell everybody that I'm doing okay. Just frankly, just hadn't been in the mood to do any electronics work out here. And another reason is because it's been kind of chilly. And that electric heater does more for running the power bill up than it does for keeping me warm, so I haven't really been doing anything out here unless I just absolutely had to do it. And as far as Christmas, hope everybody had a nice one. It's been nice over here, uneventful, but nice. Sometimes uneventful is nice. Always enjoy the Christmas holiday. I just hate seeing what it's turned into, and it just seems like the focus of Christmas has shifted more to spend, buy, go into debt big time, and if you find out that Aunt Susie bought something that cost $50, then you've got to one-up her and buy something that cost $100. So, that kind of stuff, it just doesn't sit well with me. I know we got burned out on the gift giving about 15, 16, 17 years ago, something like that. Me and my mother were guilted by a certain family member into participating in the Christmas festivities with their family. So, to be polite, we bought gifts, and that just happened to be a bad time of the month for us financially. We'd had some things come up, so we took what little resources we had and bought gifts for everybody at the dollar store. Well, they looked at what we gave and they turned their nose up at it and looked at us like, "Is that all you're going to give us?" So we both decided after that night there would be no more gift giving. So if we're going to give to people, we'd like for them to show their appreciation, not act like a snit about it. I know when I was growing up, I was taught that whatever somebody gives you, you show your thanks and appreciation for it. Don't care if somebody puts a dollar bill inside of a Christmas card and hands it to you. You show your thanks for that. So, to me, Christmas is a time for celebrating the birth of Jesus and being thankful for what we have and doing what we can to help others in need. So there you go. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on to the business at hand here. We couldn't let Shango have all the fun with his Toshiba stereo receiver that wasn't worth fixing, so we have to join in with that. And I seriously doubt what you see in front of you is going to get fixed. This is just a little entertainment value here to demonstrate that some things are just really not worth repairing. This is a Vanity Fair kiddie record player. It's in pretty good shape. Got it at the flea market for $10. They wanted 15 for it. I talked them down to 10. I don't know why in the heck I bought the thing. I guess because it is in above average shape for one of these kinds of record players. I figured I could fix it up and do something with it, but I just don't really see that happening at this point. Most of these record players are ragged out, but this one did survive. He actually had another Barbie record player that was ragged out, so I didn't even bother with that. This uses these goofball safety screws like what the Fisher-Price record players have, so I just used a pair of vice grips to grab the heads and back them out, and that kind of messed up the covering on here doing that, but at this point I really don't think it matters. One thing I've noticed, the turntable platter seems to be warped, and it's all froze up and solid, needs to be re-greased, but see what I mean? This plastic platter is all jacked up, and I'm pretty sure the cartridge is bad. It's a Varco CN65, which is a 3-volt crystal cartridge. I looked on eBay and there's a couple of used ones. It's some of those untested deals, which you can guarantee that they're bad. Alright, I've already unclipped the cartridge. Getting absolutely nothing there. Let's pull the cartridge loose and see if the amp has any activity. Okay, not getting any cartridge activity or amp activity. So either the speaker's dead or something's wrong with the amplifier. This is a 2-speed General Industries drive mechanism, but it's not like one I've ever seen. This is obviously one that was never meant to be serviced. On all the ones I've seen before, there's a E-clip here that holds the platter to the spindle. Well, on this particular one, there's no clip, and it looks like the platter and plastic spindle are all an integral part of each other. Here's the underside, a little puny 3-transistor amp and a little 2.5 or 3-inch speaker. This should sound really hi-fi when it's working right. Now let's look at this drive mechanism. Here's the spindle where it comes down through here. Obviously they attached a metal shaft to the plastic turntable platter, but I don't see any kind of clip or anything that holds this metal shaft in place, so I don't know, apparently this has got some kind of rivet on it or something that's not made to be taken apart. And if you look at the motor, it's pretty much the same deal. It doesn't have the traditional type bolts and nuts running down through here like on most of the mechanisms that we've worked on in the past. It's all riveted together too, so effectively there's no real way for me to get this apart to even do any service to it. And frankly, I'm not sure it would even be worth the effort to do the service, because by the time I spend the money to get the parts to fix it, assuming I could get it apart, I'd probably have more in this than what I could ever hope to get out of it. On a good day, these bring about $20-25 on eBay, and I can't even buy a cartridge for that anymore. Here's why the amplifier won't produce anything. Speaker voice coil is wide open. So yeah, there you go. Speaker's bad. Drive mechanism is non-serviceable. I'd say I could use it for parts, but there's really not that much on here to save, really. The tone arm and the power cord. Maybe could use something off this amp module, but that's about it. Okay, I connected another speaker and still no activity, just a very, very faint hum in the good speaker. No amplifier action, and I'm not going to try to figure out why. It's really not that important to me. I did connect my AC voltmeter across this cartridge and ran my finger across it, and it has some activity, so I'll hang on to it for use in something else. I think I'll probably have something here that this will work in if it's good. And I'll save the tone arm and the rest can go to the dump. And like I said previously, we try to fix everything that we can, but there are just some things that can't be fixed. So with that said, we'll end it here, and I think I'll have something hopefully coming before New Year's that can be fixed. Alright, thanks for watching, and more to come later.